Okay, team, so today is the big MetaConnect live stream where we're all hoping for a lot of big updates, a lot of surprises, a lot of, announcements, I guess. Now, the live stream just finished up, like right now, so I'm about to watch it for the first time with you all here and edit together just some of the highlights that I think we go through. Now, what am I expecting? I'm expecting a lot of talk about the Quest Pro. I'm expecting some game announcements, maybe not expecting, hoping. Give me a game. Give me GTA. I'm not going to hold it too much. Let's get into it.
Just do it.
Oh,
Here it is for you,
Oh, here it is.
the believers. But you know that the future doesn't just happen. You
No,
have
it
to
doesn't,
build it
Mark.
with your
Tell us
bare
about the
hands.
future.
The people who'd rather be early than fashionably late. Well, we've got something to share with you
I'm
today,
early.
and I think you're going to be really excited. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the progress that we're seeing across the
I always love seeing all the casual employees walking around in the background. How much did Mark pay you?
ecosystem. To do that, here's Boz, Meta's CTO and
Boz.
the head of Reality Lab. Hey, Boz.
Hey, Boz.
See that?
Oh, he was looking at the headset we're not supposed to see yet.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little later. But first, let's talk about some of the progress that we're seeing across the ecosystem.
He's like, yeah, that's what people want to see. But first, let's talk about business.
2 is the first virtual reality device to go mainstream.
Okay.
And it's opened up a lot of opportunities for people to build.
Yeah, the ecosystem is growing nicely. About
Nicely
1 in
or
3 apps
greatly?
in the Quest Store are making revenues in the millions. 33 titles have made more than 10 million in gross revenue, and the number of apps making over $5 million has doubled since last year.
Okay.
This is what it looks like when a whole new platform takes off.
So far, this feels more like a business pitch, like they're trying to pitch me on the opportunity of buying into their metaverse.
Yeah, and it shows that there's real demand for high-quality VR experiences.
Yeah,
Okay.
those experiences are going to keep getting better with all the new things that we're announcing today. I mean, developers have been pushing the boundaries on Quest 2, using tools like
Okay,
hand
coming on
tracking and
strong,
presence
boss.
platform.
And philosophically, we're focused on making the ecosystem more open.
I am big on an open ecosystem. Keep those waters fresh or clear. I don't know.
It means giving developers different
Boz,
options
take it
for
away.
reaching their audiences beyond the Quest Store, so people can stream apps over link from PC or sideload them.
Stream
Some
them.
of the best apps on Quest 2 today started in our App Lab, our open distribution channel.
And we're going to keep pushing to make the next computing platform more open.
How hard will you push, Mark? How hard will you push?
Now, in terms of what people are actually building, beyond games, a lot of the most interesting work that we're seeing is around social experiences.
Oh gosh. Are they about to try to sell me on Horizon Worlds again? Every one of these events, it feels like just becoming a big pitch for why I should please spend time in Horizon Worlds. It's worth it, we swear. I've had some fun in the Wendyverse, I won't lie, but... Okay, random
This
shots
has been a
of...
big change. I mean, at
business.
first glance, many people assume that virtual reality is a fundamentally single-player experience, something that you do on your own.
I don't think anyone assumes that at first glance. I mean, it is fundamentally something you're alone doing when you're in a physical space. I don't think that's changed much.
Kind of away from the rest of the world. But we've never looked at it that way, to it.
Yeah, I mean, back when we started working on this, we believed
Tell me
that
about
over
the good old
time,
days.
social experiences would become the main way that people would use VR. And that's coming true. Today, the top apps in the Quest Store are social metaverse apps.
I love a good walk and talk shot too. Let's just appreciate the walk and talk here.
And this is pretty much the same thing that we've seen with every other computing platform. A lot of the most compelling use cases for new technology come when you build things that help people connect.
They're just playing Beat Saber in the middle of the office space while someone sits on a couch and talks disinterested in the background. I love the scene here.
And that's the whole reason why we're in this space.
Whether that's email on desktop, instant messaging on laptops, or video calls on the phone. Every technology platform has brought great value to my life. But what
Yeah,
I
it
value
has.
most is
Wait, every platform's brought great value to your life? LimeWire brought great value to your life?
And I think this will be especially true for VR and eventually AR because they deliver a deep feeling of presence, right? It's that sensation that you're actually with another person or in
That's
another
true.
place.
The presence
that's
is good.
what's so powerful about this platform
They're still playing Beat Saber in the office. Get to work.
compared to everything else that's come before. Every other computing platform is built around apps. And now we have the chance to change that. For the first time,
Okay,
we can
build
build
it around what?
technology centered around people and how we
People.
actually experience
People. Apps that people use. That's what other people are focused on. The people element's always there.
the world. That's because the metaverse is first person, right? You feel like you're in it, right? You should be able to teleport.
That is true. I like doing metaverse comedy over Zoom comedy or any other virtual form of comedy, for example, because it's way more personable and way more connected.
It should be less siloed than a traditional app model, and
Take down the
fundamentally
silos.
more about feeling present with other people.
Oh, this guy's going to
Yeah,
organically
have
answer the
Vishal here to talk
conversation
more
now.
about that.
All right, hey Vishal, why don't you guys take it from here?
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
See you, Mark.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Mark.
Hey, Vishal.
Hey, boss. Yeah,
This
this
is cool.
social shift has been one of
like
the
his
biggest
energy.
changes we've seen over the last couple of years. When Quest 2 first launched, the vast majority of time spent in VR was spent alone.
I wonder what kind of apps those people were using.
Today, the majority of time spent is in multiplayer apps.
Apps like VR Chat have established these new places for people to spend time
VR
together
Chat,
in virtual
shout out.
reality, and they're thriving.
That's right.
They
and
thrive.
people are doing all sorts of things together. They're playing games, they're hanging out, they're learning new hobbies, they're showing up as avatars
What else are they doing together in VR chat? Go ahead, tell us.
who represent who they are and maybe who they want to be.
YouTube VR is a great example. It's one of the most popular
Okay.
apps.
That's only a popular app because people like using YouTube, and that's the only YouTube app we have in VR.
On the Meta Quest 2, and the YouTube team's working to make the experience even more social.
We have these deep ecosystems for creators to connect with audiences and share their work. And virtual worlds will become just another place where great content can be made. We're now
Oh, wow.
testing a way
Now
for
I
you
can
to
go
take a
into
video of
Horizon Worlds
Worlds
and
easily
make it go
share
viral.
straight to Instagram as a reel. This will be one of the very early connections between Meta's apps
It is useful if you're a content creator, and I will unashamedly use it, but I know it's just to get you publicity, and I buy into the game.
and Horizon Worlds, and there'll be a lot more to come. We're also connecting some of the best creators on Instagram with some great builders in Horizon Worlds.
Again, this is all just them talking about branded marketing, but spinning it in a way that I feel like I'm supposed to be excited, so yeah.
This is another big expansion in what's possible. It used to be that you had to build everything in headset. And now we're seeing some incredible worlds being built by everyday users outside of VR. We're working with Epic Games to bring Creative Commons licensed content from the Sketchfab.
So this is
library
cool. They're
to
bringing in
Horizon
like
Worlds.
Sketchfab
Our
content. They're
ultimate
bringing in the
goal
ability to
is
import
for
your own
Metaverse
models
to
into
feel
more
just
different
like any
metaverse
other
home
social
apps.
experience. Big.
But again, it seems like they're really pushing the home apps here. And basically what they're talking about is being able to like import models from any place into different metaverse environments that are like social hangout spots. But the big issue we have right now is getting people to want to spend time in those social hangout spots. And it seems like this is more just about filling that space and making it look good and not figuring out how to use it. But it's promising directions.
So the virtual spaces you build and share don't always need to be huge worlds that are open to everyone. And one thing we're thinking about a lot is your home in the metaverse.
Right.
But again,
There are
nobody's really
public spaces
excited
for
about the
everyone.
home in the metaverse.
But it's just as important to think about the personal spaces that
I mean, we saw how virtual property buying went, right?
are yours. Your home in the metaverse should be accessible no matter what device you're using. And it should be a social space where you can invite your friends no matter what devices
I
they're
guess
using.
so.
That's right, and this means that nobody should enter without your permission. You're in control of who's
I like how they specified that your home space is going to be a place where you can set invites on or off. I would hope so. I would hope people aren't just barging into my virtual home. That'd be disrespectful.
But you can also share them if you want. Here's what this personal space looks like right now.
I think they're missing what people are going to get excited about. Hopefully we get some big game announcements coming up. I need the games. And the Quest Pro price. Of course, that's got to be coming.
The social platform of VR is still taking shape. At the other
True.
end of the spectrum, you have probably the most established part of the ecosystem, gaming. So let's
Gaming.
talk more about all the incredible things happening in that space.
Now, this is what we've been waiting for. Tell me about gaming. Give me games.
Here's Melissa Brown, our head of developer relations.
Hello,
Hi,
Melissa.
Hi, boss.
Oh, hi.
And
we
hi
spoke
to
over each
everyone
other.
joining us for Connect.
Hi.
This part of the VR ecosystem is truly thriving. It feels like every week developers ship
That's true.
another amazing game for Quest 2.
I don't know about every.
And this headset
I
could be the-
clicked skip. I was gonna say I don't know about every week. Maybe like every third week. Maybe every third week.
Established part of the ecosystem, gaming. So let's talk
Gaming.
more about
Okay,
all the
we're back.
incredible things. If you want an example of just how fast this platform is growing, take a look at The Walking
I
Dead
would like an
Saints
example.
and Sinners from Skydance Interactive. It's now surpassed $50 million in revenue on Quest alone, nearly double its revenue from all of
Again, this feels like less of a pitch for gamers and more of a pitch for investors and designers to be like, hey, you can make money here, we swear.
Or look at Zenith the Last City from
Which also
Ramen
made a lot of
VR.
money, huh?
It took only 24 hours
Zenith was
for it
fun,
to make
but,
its
I haven't
first
played it in a
million
while.
revenue on the Quest store. And Resident Evil 4 from Capcom and Armature Studios made $2 million its first day.
Are we here
Land
for a revenue
Sorcery
call?
Nomad from Warp
I'm not
Frog
one of your
made its
investors.
first
This kind of velocity is why I'm so optimistic about the future for VR developers. To date,
I am
$1.5
too,
billion
though.
has
To be fair, I'm optimistic about the future for VR developers too. I'm excited to see what they announce here.
been spent on games and apps in the Quest store. And it's hard to believe when you see what's already dropped this year, but there's so many more
Good
still
games.
to come. And today we're going to share a few of them with you. What are you most excited about, Melissa?
Tell
How
us.
about we start with a trailer from the latest team to join
Tell us what the
Oculus
writers told you to be
Studios.
most excited about. Ooh, are we getting an Iron Man VR finally? Proper Iron Man?
Why'd you stop selling weapons, Tony?
Because he didn't want to be an arms dealer.
You can't change the past.
Okay,
I wanna
not
change
actual
the world.
gameplay.
All systems back online.
Get him online!
Look alive out there, Stark!
Get out there, Stark.
The world needs
I want to
you.
see some gameplay though.
The
VR is sold on the gameplay. Show me the gameplay.
world needs Iron Man.
Okay, never mind. Well, that's...
Marvel's Iron Man VR has been one of those dream projects for us.
You know what was a dream project for me? Splinter Cell VR. What happened to that, Ubisoft? Oh, another dream project. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas VR port. I better hear more about that. I'm desperate.
It launched, and we could not
That being said, if this actually comes out, it'll be cool.
be more excited for the talented teams at Camouflage and Endeavor One to bring the game to
Great
MetaQuest 2
developers,
this
so that
November,
is promising.
along with our
This
partners
November.
at
So this November. There you go, this November. We'll see if they hold to that.
Sony Interactive Entertainment and Marvel Entertainment. Next is the multiplayer phenomenon. Population 1, which is evolving in a big way this December.
Love
with the
Pop 1.
debut of
Pop it.
Population 1 Sandbox, a robust, user-generated map creator. You can take the action in
Ooh, map creation in Population 1 is actually a really cool feature. It's about time we get some more like community-based world-building stuff for dummies like me who can't figure out the modding tools. That's a joke.
a moon base, a Viking village, or a fight with swords in Zero-G. If you're not a creator, no worries. You can discover and play through new or featured community maps with your friends.
I'm pumped for the next title, though.
I'm
Yes,
pumped.
calling
Hey,
all
tell me about it.
crewmates. You know you've been waiting for an Among Us VR release date ever since it was announced at the Game Awards.
Among Us VR. I'm a little hyped for it, I guess. Could be cool.
Well, wait no longer. Inner Sloth, Robot Teddy, and Shell Games will
I'm not
release
waiting.
Among Us VR for ages 13 plus on MetaQuest 2 on November 10th. And pre-orders open today.
Pre-orders open today, so they can take your money now for something you'll get at some point. I do find it funny that they specified 13 plus. I imagine they put that there knowing that it would be for kids, or at least knowing that there would be a lot of kids playing it, and they're like, see, you're allowed to as long as you're 13. They covered their bases.
Soon you'll be betraying friends from a first-person perspective.
Oh, I've been doing that for years. It's green for sure. Oh! It's red, I think. I changed my mind. This does look like it's going to be maybe one of the best VR party games to come out. How could it not be? 10 players? Okay. Ejected. Also launching November 10th,
Next
so
title is
November's their big
also
push.
fun, but in a more terrifying way.
Fun in a terrifying way. Sounds like my kind of title.
Itinerary for our upcoming trip to New Orleans.
Now, we promised folks the next installment in the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners series
Nice,
will be
Walking
out later
Dead.
this year.
Let's take a look at Skydance Interactive's Chapter 2, Retribution.
Well,
This looks good. I'm excited for this.
tourist. The living getting more desperate.
Getting desperate, are we?
Guess you ain't the only
Is that
one
Wolverine
who
claws?
thrives on creating havoc.
Okay, this is gonna be good. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners games are great. Or game is great. You get it.
Gonna take nothing short of a miracle. Wherever the tourist goes, death ain't far behind.
Facts. That's just true in life.
New faces, places, weapons, gear, and loot await you
New
as
gear
you
and
head
loot,
towards
and
a
all those
final
other things.
showdown that will decide the fate of New Orleans.
All
right.
And we have one more to
Oh,
show,
we said all right at the same
Right.
time.
Our friends at Skydance
How
have
cute.
also been working on something new. Here is your first sneak peek.
Exclusive. Ages 13 plus, specified. A brutal new world. Show me brutality. Behemoth. Is this a,
This is
What?
only possible because of the
was
developers
that?
on this journey with us.
The trailer ended before I could even make a comical guess as to what the game was about, which was good. I was coming up with nothing. Behemoth, interesting.
And the best experiences also incorporate some kind of unique movement, which brings a really different dimension
Unique
compared
movement.
to our other gaming platforms.
Yeah, bike simulators. Give us the bike simulator. Okay, what kind of
That's
office
been the
is
key
this?
to fitness apps.
What
which have
kind
turned out
of
to be
office is
some
this?
of the best experiences you can have in virtual reality. Developers have hit on the winning combination of a physical workout and the virtual immersion of a headset to make something completely new, and people love it.
We're releasing the Meta Quest 2 Active Pack.
They're releasing the
Available
Active
online
Pack.
in the Meta store on October 25th. This is our fitness accessory
Interesting,
bundle
so
with a
they've got
wipeable
more
facial
accessories you can buy
interface,
directly
wrist
from them.
straps, and adjustable knuckle straps to provide the perfect combination of comfort and control.
That's cool, but there's a lot of
People have also
third-party.
been building some really neat
ways to
fitness
solve those
accessories
already.
for Quest, like extension grips and custom handles.
Yep, he just beat me to it. Or actually, I beat him to it. But yeah, a lot of people have already made really cool accessories like that, so I'm interested to see how they address.
It's great to see this secondary market emerging. As part of the Made for Meta
Okay.
program,
All he said was that it was great to see.
formerly Oculus Ready, we're working with leading hardware makers to bring
Oh.
more accessories to Quest starting next year.
I take it back. They're working with them, so they're all making money off each other.
Yes, there's more we can do
Yes.
to unlock the power of the platform for fitness overall.
So this fall, we're releasing the Fitness API beta for select developers.
Nice.
That lets
Developers
people
can make
share
more fitness
real-time
stuff.
fitness data.
Wait, is that all we're getting for games, though? A vague announcement about Behemoth, a promised announcement about Among Us VR, which we already knew was coming, and The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners follow-up, which we also knew was coming. I hope they have a big bombshell they're dropping at the end, because I'm a little under-enthused by that, but, you know, let's learn about the workplace. Oh, Mark.
And if we're
Mark's
talking
here.
about work, let's get my boss back in the picture. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
You know, the potential here is pretty huge. You know, like a lot of companies, we're planning for a future where work is more distributed.
And while games, social, and fitness are already here, work is really the next major category of experiences that we want to unlock to bring VR to the next level.
We want everyone to have the ability to feel like they're present, even if they're not physically there.
What about if they're spiritually there? Might be an app in that.
Distributed teams actually work together.
I mean, no doubt. There are parts of being
No
around
doubt.
other people that you just can't replace with video calls. For example, companies are using VR to plan large-scale in-person events. At Logitech,
Yep,
they use
sell me on the
ShapeXR,
proof.
a collaborative creation app on Quest, to quickly explore different kinds of layouts.
ShapeXR
different
is
designs
very cool,
together
actually.
In real time.
You should look into it if
this
you are
is
in event
where
planning.
VR just lets you do things that aren't even possible on a 2D screen.
It's a whole new kind of creative tool. Puma and New Balance have been designing shoes in VR.
See, now this I like where
And
they're
ITs
highlighting the
are
third-party
part of
apps. I actually
United
really do
Nations, offering
appreciate that.
trainings
They'll
and
get
workshops
kudos
in
from me
Arthur,
for that.
a virtual
I
office
thought it would
space
only
on
be
Quest
pushing
2.
their own apps,
Yeah,
but
you
they're
can
doing.
really collaborate at a distance
Yeah,
in
I'll
a
let him say
completely
it.
new way here. We build Horizon Workrooms as a
Okay,
first
here
step
comes
towards
Horizon
a
Workrooms.
virtual
I
office
told
in
you they were
Metaverse.
only getting me
It feels
buttered up
more
with the
like
third-party
being there
apps.
than any-
I told you they were only getting me buttered up for the third-party apps so they could drop their Horizon Workrooms stuff on us. So here we go.
You see more of people's body language, and the spatial audio gives you a
Mm-hmm.
sense of each person's place in the room. You're going to be able to join workrooms through Zoom too. We're also introducing
Zoom, that's
breakout
actually a
rooms,
good
so
integration,
your
I guess.
team can shift from
If
a
you're
big
into
group
that.
presentation into smaller discussions in the same room, and with sticky notes for
So they're basically just making Zoom, but in VR. But, I mean, it is necessary, I guess.
whiteboarding. You're going to be able to have group discussions and brainstorm in ways that you just can't do on video alone.
Okay, we're about to get into the new Quest Pro pitch, I think. So let's see if they drop a price here. Let's see. This is the big news.
All right.
Okay. All right.
So this is an important moment. Virtual reality isn't some obscure hobby
important.
anymore. Millions of people use it to play games, work out, collaborate, or just have fun.
Yeah.
Everyone from the newest indie developers to the most established tech companies are getting into this space.
Sure.
But for virtual reality to really reach its full potential, we need to get to the point where the 200 million people who buy new PCs each year for work can do
Facts.
some or all of their work even better in the metaverse.
Agreed.
At Meta, we're focused on building the fundamental technology that will help bring the metaverse to life.
You are?
Whether that's in virtual reality, augmented reality, or the social presence layer across both.
Okay.
What if you could collaborate with colleagues as if you were right there together, even if you were far
What if?
apart? What if you have that perfect work setup and tools to design new things integrated right
Just
into
tell me about the
world
headset.
around you?
Tell me about the headset.
What
I
if
was
you
with
could
you.
overlay your
Okay.
work and the people you're interacting with?
Stop saying the
right
what
on
ifs and
top
tell
of
me
the
what we
physical
can
world?
do.
This device would help you be more present, more productive.
I know.
more
Tell me about the
So
device.
to deliver this, you'd need better quality graphics.
You
and
would,
tech
I get-
that seamlessly works in both virtual and physical worlds. You
But
can
how could
interact
any of
with
that be possible?
People around you, be fully immersed when you want, and flow between states effortlessly.
Just tell me about the headset, Mark.
You need something comfortable with much richer ways to communicate.
I
Technology
wanna-
that lets you do
I want to walk out. I would need all those things, and let me guess, you've built it.
and you'd need to be able to really express yourself, react to things naturally, show up in a way that feels authentic to you.
Correct.
I think that this is one of the most exciting technical challenges of our generation.
Tell me what it is. You're gonna. We all know you're gonna tell us about a new headset. Just
Building technology to deliver that feeling of really being present with people,
Yep.
really being in another place. So we've taken everything we've learned from Quest 2 and designed an all-new headset to do just that.
show me
This
the
is
price.
Meta Quest Pro.
Oh, sexy transition. What if this device could do all the things you just asked about? Drop it on that pillow. This is a good commercial. Great animation. Oh, yeah, that's an outline of a car. Metaverse car.
It takes what people love about Quest 2 and adds a bunch of new technologies to help you do more in the metaverse. So whether you're looking to work in a new way, or if you just want the very best
Okay,
experience
now he's
that's available
just
today,
reiterating all the what ifs as
Quest Pro
now we can do
sets the
it
standard.
statements.
Quest Pro is our sleekest form factor yet, with a super thin set of lenses at the front and our first ever curved cell battery at the back to
That is a sexy headset. Look at that curved cell battery.
so our new headset design with this open periphery lets you see the physical room you're in. You can quickly jot down a note, grab something on your desk, or just be aware of what's happening around you.
I like to be aware.
But you can also use Quest Pro's magnetic light blockers for a more immersive experience.
They've got light
whenever
blockers.
you
That's
like.
funny.
We've also redesigned the whole
Okay.
optical stack to make it better than anything we've shipped before. The new pancake lenses work by folding light over several times.
This
and
I'm
let us make
excited
the
about.
display 40% thinner compared to Quest 2.
You can even add a stylus tip on the controllers, turning
Ooh.
them into tools for writing or sketching.
Oh,
You
what?
can try this on the whiteboard in workrooms, where you just flip them around.
I mean,
and write dir-
I guess that doesn't really do anything because you could always just use your controller as like a way to draw in VR chat and stuff. But
Yeah, it's a good example of how this device unlocks entirely
kind of adds
new
a physical
things, like
element
much
to
better
it. That's cool.
collaborative and creative virtual meetings. And it's available for pre-order starting today.
It's available for pre-order?
$14.99,
Ha!
and it ships on October 25th.
$1,500. It's exactly what everyone was predicting it would be. If you look at my old video, that was my prediction. But you really let me down there, Meta. I am probably not going to buy this.
Now,
That's expensive.
We built Quest Pro to be the best device we could make for getting things done.
Oh, they're in Horizon Worlds again. We got to push the
Hey.
VR app.
We're here together in Horizon, and this is the first time that we've done this at Connect.
Horizon Worlds Mark is very terrifying to me. I don't know about that.
We're here together in Horizon.
Okay, Metamark,
and
take
this
us
is
away.
the first time that we've done this at Connect. And this is a preview of our next generation of avatars.
I will say the
They're
avatars
so
look
much
good. They
more
have legs.
expressive and detailed than anything
That's all I
else
can say. They
today,
look good and have
they have
legs.
this unique meta style to them. Now it's a lot of work to build AI.
The unique meta style is just a general cartoon style, but they have legs, so.
To auto-generate these for billions of people, and then give everyone the tools to make sure that your avatar feels like your own.
Look at this captive Horizon Worlds audience. Terrifying, but full of hope.
You're gonna land in your own personal space, somewhere that you can design and decorate and make your own, or just relax and use it to jump into any experience.
Now let's take a look at what's next. Look at they're throwing confetti. They love it.
We're making
Okay,
good
what's next?
progress on two of the most
Something with
powerful
haptics?
windows into the metaverse: virtual reality for full immersion and mixed reality for blending physical and virtual worlds. Ray-Ban stories.
Okay,
are
these are the
our
Ray-Ban
first ever smart
stories.
glasses.
We've already seen these. These are
You can
out.
take photos and videos.
If you want a
share them
camera on your
Instagram.
face at all times, you can do that.
So we're going to be able to teleport anywhere and be with anyone, no matter how
Tell me
far
about
apart we
Metaverse
physically
teleportation.
are. And I
Finally,
think that
something
this is
for
the
my
ultimate
status.
goal of social technology.
So, last year, we showed you early progress on full-body
Creepy
codec
scans.
avatars.
No need to render or
This is cool avatar technology. Not sure how they're going to bridge it to the consumer here.
export video. So it can photorealistically reproduce individual people rather than just
Yeah.
generic characters that
I mean, doing
artists
3D
design.
scans has always
Of
been a thing.
course.
Now we've made them a lot
Ugh,
more expressive.
Mark.
And not just simple things like looking left, right, up,
Wow.
down, but also the nonverbal cues that we rely on to communicate with each other. And
Meta
understand
Mark,
tone.
you've grown so
Things
much.
like so we're working on something that's a lot quicker for people to use.
Now show me the dumbed down version of the cool stuff you just showed me.
All you need for the scan is your phone, and you can pretty much do this anywhere with reasonable lighting.
Oh,
She scans her
my
face
lighting
from
is
different
very
angles
unreasonable
with a neutral
though.
expression for about 30 seconds.
We're putting a whole lot of effort into developing these so anyone can easily create their own high-quality, realistic avatar for them.
That's cool, but there aren't a lot of people who go into the metaverse who want to look like a photorealistic representation of themselves, all flaws included. A lot of the people in the metaverse just want to be anime girls.
All right, thanks, Autumn. Now, this is some of the most inspiring stuff. An interesting thing about the history of computing is that different models have won out in different.
Okay, basically, Mark just gives an inspirational speech at the end, and then they show the Meta logo. Okay, so what are my final takeaways? Basically, if you're a business owner with enough money to spend on a Meta Quest and you have a practical use for it and you can make a partnership with them to help build out that use case specifically, this is super, super exciting. I think for the space in general, it's also very exciting for what's going to happen down the road. I honestly think the highlight of this was the fact that they're bringing a bunch of tools to get other creators to be able to start building what we really need to build out in this for everybody. If you want to know more, go check out the full stream. Go check out more tech-oriented people for that. But these were just my little thoughts as I watched this during my lunch break at work.